Oh, all right. How are we all doing? Hello to my resourceful and creative students out there. How you doing? This is me, Mr. Soul, um, coming at you with lesson two for unit one. Right? We're going to be talking pay periods and hourly rates for this lesson. All right, that's what it's all about. So here are our learning targets. We got two of them. The first one is I can compute weekly, semi-monthly, and biweekly earnings given an annual salary. If I give you an annual salary, you'll be able to compute the weekly, the semi-monthly, and the biweekly earnings. All right. The other learning target is I can compute hourly pay and overtime pay given an hourly rate. All right. So if I give you an hourly rate, you'll be able to tell me the hourly pay and overtime pay independently and together. We got some vocab here. Let me take a quick talk about it. Weekly. Weekly means every week. Biweekly. Biweekly means every other week. So you might not get paid. If you don't get paid, the payday doesn't happen this week, it will happen next week, right? If your payday happens this week, it doesn't happen next week. Every other week. All right. Semi-monthly. Semi-monthly means twice per month. Twice per month. Dose. Monthly. Monthly means every month. Direct deposit is a beautiful thing where money gets put right into your bank account without you having to take a paper check to the bank anymore. Right? Back in the day, we would get paid with paper checks. We would sign those checks and walk them on over to the bank, usually on Friday before the bank would have closed, and that's less than ideal. And sometimes we couldn't get our money until Saturday or something, or even Monday when the bank updates everything. Gone are those days. We now usually have direct deposit, or you get paid cash. Hourly rate. Hourly rate is what you get paid per hour, right? $10 an hour, $12 an hour, $15 an hour, something like that. Regular hours. Your regular hours, and this goes your regularly scheduled hours. It's usually the first 40 hours of any given week of your regular hours. All right. So if you get paid $15 an hour, then your first 40 hours you get paid $15 for every hour. So just as a quick one, I'm throwing out a calculator here. 15 times 40 is 600. So if you get paid $15 per hour and you work 40 hours, you'll get paid $600 gross. Then there's this beautiful thing out there called overtime. Overtime hours. Usually anything over 40. Usually anything over 40 is your overtime. So say you get paid that $15 for regular hours. You get that first 40 hours, you get paid 600. But on that 41st hour, you're not just being paid 15 anymore. You're getting this beautiful thing called time and a half. Time and a half right here. Which is you're going to multiply that 15 by 1.5. I do that on my calculator. I get 22.5, which means after you work your first 40, every hour after the 40th hour, you are now being paid $22.50 per hour. So that's quite a bit nicer. That's quite a bit nicer. And if you are ever so lucky, there'll be these things out there called the double time pay. Sometimes some places have a hard time staffing people on the weekends. The employees just don't want to work on the weekends, so they got to offer an extra incentive to get people to work Saturdays and Sundays, and sometimes they'll pay that double time pay. And that becomes a beautiful thing. All right, gross. Gross pay, you can be like, that's gross. It's not that kind of thing. Gross pay just means like all of it together, like your total pay. That's kind of what gross means in this situation. And what's different from this is the net pay. So net pay is the money you actually get to take home. It's the money you actually capture in your net and get to spend. Your gross pay is that $15 an hour times the 40, that's $600. That's your gross pay before the Social Security is taken out, before the income tax is taken out, before your benefits are taken out, before all those deductions and everything happen to you. And then minimum wage. Minimum wage. There are usually laws out there that say people can get paid only so little. So in New York, no one should be offering a regular hourly pay rate less than $11.10. I think it's $11.10 right now. I think if you're a waitress or a waiter, it's $9.25 minimum wage. So if you're getting paid less than that, you might be getting messed with, and it might be illegal, and your employer might owe you a lot of back money. Okay? You might have a legal case on your hands. Yeah. Sometimes farm workers can get paid, I think, even less. But I don't know what that number is off the top of my head. But there are exceptions for farm workers and waiters and waitresses because waiters and waitresses, there's an exception because they get tips on top of their regular pay. the topics that we'll be doing. And some topics, you can look at them as you wish. These are mostly notes for me, kind of, as to what I want to teach. And then here's our plan of study. Plan of study kind of gives you an idea. You're that far-reaching thinker. If you like thinking out of the future and making plans ahead of time, well, this part's for you. You need to kind of see the future of what I'm thinking, what I'm planning right now. So right now we're on Unit 1, Lesson 2, right? Pay rates and hourly, pay periods and hourly rates. After we get done with these 6 sections. So yeah, by the way, this one's a little bit longer than usual. I believe this one is 6 sections long, which means about 6 days of work, a little bit over a week. I think that's kind of a combination of this. This tends to be a lot to this unit, to this lesson, and also because classes are shorter than 30 minutes, I kind of got to squeeze, kind of stretch things out because classes are shorter. But after this, after lesson 3, we'll look at commissions, royalties, and T4 pay, and then we'll go into employee benefits and Social Security benefits. And then there's the different units. After we do wages, we'll be doing income taxes, and then banking, and then credit cards, and then buying a car, and then getting an apartment, and then forming your own budget. Maybe we'll get to modeling a business and planning for retirement. All right, let me see. Maybe you want to fast forward. I'm going to read this paragraph for those of you who would like it read. Some of you can read on your own if you feel like that. And just probably skip forward a minute or two while I just read the paragraph for those who don't need it. Why do you need to know? Why do you need to know to make sure your paycheck is correct? Well, everybody looks forward to their payday. Most high school students are paid on weekly paychecks, which means they will receive 52 paychecks per year if you work all year long. Their paydays usually fall on the same day each week. However, not all jobs have a pay period of 1 week, right? Some employees receive a paycheck every 2 weeks. That means they will receive 26 paychecks per year. So there's 52 weeks in the year, 52 divided by 2, 26. These people are paid bi-weekly. Their paydays fall on the same day of the week. Businesses that distribute paychecks bi-weekly save time, money, and paperwork when compared with businesses that pay their employees weekly. Right? So they save a little bit of money by paying their employees bi-weekly. Now they don't have to hire so many people in HR, human resources, to write all these checks and make all these direct deposits and authorize all these payments. Some businesses pay their employees twice a month or semi-monthly. There are 12 months in the year, so these employees receive 24 paychecks per year. Their paychecks are distributed on the same dates each month. For example, an employer may choose to pay employees on the 1st and the 15th of each month. Note that biweekly and semi-monthly payment schedules are slightly different. Keep in mind, it's important to remember, semi-monthly means you get paid twice a month, which means you'll get 24 paychecks total per year. Whereas a little bit different, if you're bi-weekly, you'll get paid 26 paychecks per year. All right? So slight difference. Almost the same, but not quite. Although it is not common, some businesses will actually pay their employees monthly. These employees receive 12 paychecks per year. If they're 12 months in a year. They are usually paid on the same date of each month, for example, the 15th. Most employers offer their employees direct deposit. This means their paycheck amounts are automatically deposited electronically into their bank accounts on payday. Most part-time jobs that students hold pay a set amount for each hour they work, called the hourly rate. Many people in full-time jobs are also paid an hourly rate. All right, well, now we're over our little intro text. You're going to put your name in here, just like I am right now, right? Put my name in there, and then we're going to have a question about the learning targets. Well, when you see what are the learning targets question, you know that the learning targets, we talked about them. We talked about them already. They're right here. You can Control C, copying, and pasting, and you get some 3 points. And then I know that you at least looked at those learning targets. You didn't just skip over them and ignore them. Okay? Time to get paid, people. Time to get paid. All right, we're going to warm up. Oh, no, I got a little answer there. Hopefully you weren't cheating. All right. Your friend Julia gets paid every week, and she usually takes home $640 per week. How much money does she need to budget for her monthly expenses? So, right now, pause the video and pause the video and try to answer this question, all right? How much money does she need to budget for her monthly expenses if she takes home $640 per week? Before. All right, great. me and you unpause me because you gave this a shot, because you know that by actually thinking about this when you don't know the answer, we're working out those brain muscles, right? We're working out those brain muscles. I will actually have to show you the research sometime where because our brain we can actually grow our brain. We can actually make parts of our brain bigger by doing certain kinds of thinking and reasoning. And we're going to grow that math part of your brain in this class, all right? So she takes home $640 per week. That's important data. That's important information. $640. How much does she need to budget for her monthly expenses? Well, taking home $640 per week. She can't spend more than she makes. That would be bad. And there's about 4 weeks per year. So I'm going to take 640 and multiply it by 4. All right? Multiply it by 4. So, there we go. Clear that. 640 multiplied by 4. 2,560. All right? 2,560. So that's about how much money she should be budgeting per month. She shouldn't plan on spending any more than $2,560 per month. All right, let's move on to the next one. Your friend Julia, she now wants to figure out if she makes more or less than her sister. Her sister makes $30K per year. Julia earns $640 per week. Does Julia make more or less than her sister? Pause me. All right, pause the video here and give this a shot. See what you can do with this, all right? All right. You paused me and now you've unpaused me. I'm back. Okay. Let's see. Well, we have to somehow compare them. To compare them, we know that her sister makes $30K per year, and we hopefully remember that K means 1,000. So her sister makes 30 times 1,000, 30 times 1,000, which will equal 30,000. Right? 30,000. All right. And now now we know that her sister makes 30,000 per year, and now we need to bring Julia's money up to a yearly rate, right? We know how much she makes weekly. Well, her weekly rate is 640, right? 640. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted a dollar sign there. And I just memorized, part of living in life. There are 52 weeks in a year. And eventually we'll have you memorize those things. 52 weeks in a year. We're going to use this information all the time in this class. All right, so there are 52 weeks in a year. She gets paid $640 per week. So if I multiply these two things together, I should get her yearly pay. So that's what I'm going to do now. 640 times 52. 33,280. 33,280. All right, I'm going to see if I can pause this video for a moment because there's an alarm and timer or something going on in the room. I want to be sure that audio isn't going off on your end of things. Can I pause this? Geez, I don't think I can pause this. I'm sorry, my apologies. Let me just go take care of this. Let's click cancel timer. Google, cancel alarm. Hey Google, cancel alarm. My apologies. We use various electronic devices to help us remember things, and someone left an alarm or something timer. And I didn't know what that was about, so I'll take care of that later if I'm done with this. All right, so yeah, I have to figure out where I am. Oh yeah, here's Julia's money per year. Here's her sister's money per year. Who makes more? Well, Julia. Julia makes more. All right, and then how much more? Well, find out how much more. And this is probably the only part you actually need. 32,280 minus 30,000 equals. That's probably the only part you actually need to solve this problem. And I don't need to calculate this. Right? 30,000 minus 30,280. Okay. Julia makes $2,280 more than her sister every year. Okay? Hopefully we feel good about that. All right, a little more reading here. You can skip ahead if you don't need this. But I feel like, this is a class about real life. So I'm trying to give you a little bit of real life may not know already. You already know this? Go ahead. Skip a minute or two forward. If not, here we go. What do you need to know to make sure your paycheck is correct? Well, certain jobs, full-time or part-time, they require the employee to work a specific number of hours per week. These are called the employee's regular hours. Employees may have to work more hours than their regular hours. These hours are called overtime hours. The overtime hourly rate is usually greater than the hourly rate for regular hours. Often, the overtime rate is 1.5 times the regular hourly rate, called time and a half overtime. Sometimes the overtime rate is 2 times the hourly rate, called double time pay. Your pay, which is the sum of your hourly pay and your overtime pay, is your gross pay. There are federal and state laws on the lowest hourly rate that can be paid to an employee in the United States. This rate is the minimum wage. Other laws involve the number of hours an employee can work and conditions in the workplace. It is important to have a clear understanding of your rights and responsibilities as an employee. Let's work on the first example now. Example 1. How to find biweekly pay if you have a yearly salary. So Christina is paid biweekly. Her annual salary is $37,000 per year. What is her biweekly salary rounded to the nearest cent? All right, so here's the solution. Here's how we figure this out. Well, we know there are 26 biweekly paychecks per year. Christina divides her annual salary by the number of paychecks to compute her weekly salary. So 37,000 divided by 26 is $1,423.08. Christina earns $1,423.08 per biweekly pay period. Fair enough? All right. Let's try this one. Jermez. Jermez has an annual salary of $46,000. What is Jermez's biweekly salary? Round to the nearest cent. And you don't know how to do this? Look at this problem, the example right here, right? It's exactly the exact same thing with a different name and a different number. All right, go for it. Pause me. Great. You pause this, and you've done. Well done. Good on you for giving these a shot on your own, and not to trying to passively learn, because it won't be as good. It won't be as good if you don't actually practice. If you just watch people working out, you're not going to build muscle. You're not going to build that math brain by watching me do this. You're going to have to do a little of that struggle on your own. You need to feel that burn a little bit in order to build that math brain. So, 46,000. And what so what's the biweekly? The biweekly, I know there's 26 biweekly paychecks per year. All right. So let's look at this problem. Divide by 26. What does that equal? 46,000. 46,000 divided by 26. 1,700 and 1,769. And let's say I say 23 cents. I'm going to round it. 23 cents in this class. We're going to round it nearest cents almost always. There it is. There it is. So Jermez can expect to be paid in each paycheck. He gets this number right here, $1,769.23. All right. But once you know how to go from annual to biweekly, you could go from biweekly to annual by doing the opposite thing you just did. I want you to try this. Jalen earns $985 biweekly. So Jalen earns $595 biweekly. What is his annual salary if he's earning $985 biweekly? Pause it. Give it a shot. All right. I'm on pause now. All right. Good on you for giving us a shot. Okay, well, I divided by 26 to go from annual to biweekly. So I'm going to do the opposite. Multiplication and division are inverse operations. They're like the opposite thing. So, for instance, if I go 985 and I multiply it by 26, why doesn't it? Must be a number. I'll have to fix that. Yes. So 985 times 26. Why am I picking up my physical calculator? The whole idea is to show you. 985 times. That's not. How come you didn't tell me I was not wrong on that? 985 times 10. And then hopefully, when you do this, this thing will not say must be a number, because I will have to fix that. All right? And we'll move on from here. Example 2. How to find an annual salary from a semi-monthly salary. Remember, semi-monthly means twice a month. Manny is paid semi-monthly. His semi-monthly salary is $1,239. What is his annual salary? Here's a way to figure that out. Manny, because he's semi-monthly, he's not going to get 26 paychecks per year. He's going to get paid 24, right? So there's 12 months a year. He gets paid twice a month. 12 times 2 is 24. Manny receives 24 paychecks per year. He multiplies the monthly amount by the number of paychecks to calculate his annual salary. Right? Pretty straightforward. 1,239 times 24 is 29,736. Manny's annual salary is $29,736. All right. Juliana. All right, we're going to give this a try. Juliana is paid semi-monthly. Her monthly salary is $1,458. What is her annual salary? You don't know? Can't remember? Don't know how to do it? Look at this problem. Now reproduce what we did with Manny, all right? Pause me. I'm waiting for you to pause me. Good. All right. This should be, I'm hoping that was pretty easy, right? Because it's the exact same thing, just different numbers. I want you to get used to this idea of kind of following someone else's reasoning and then reproducing that reasoning in a different context. All right, so I'm going to take the 1,458, just like I did Manny's semi-monthly salary, and multiply by 24, because it's 7 months I need to get paid 24 times in a year. And I'll pull up my calculator. Like who wants to do that all in their head? Times 24, all right. 34,992. Juliana, 34,992, and I'm going to look at it again, make sure I did it right. Good. There we go. All right. Eunice is paid semi-monthly. Her annual salary is $43,000. What is her semi-monthly salary? All right. So pause this. Give it a shot. Great. You pause it. Gave it a shot. Good on you. All right. Let me think about this. Let's see. Annual salary. So this is the reverse, right? Before I was trying to find the annual salary, and I was given the semi-monthly. In this case, I'm given the annual, and I want to find the semi-monthly. So I'm going to reverse what I did before. So I'm going to take the 43,000. All right, let me show it to you over here too. If I reverse this, there's my 34,992. I times by 24 to get this number. So if I divide by 24, I'm going to get Juliana's semi-monthly paid back, right? There's the 1,458. There it is again, 1,458. So the same thing here with units. If I take 43,000 and I divide by 24, if I reverse the situation, I get the semi-monthly. So 43,000 divided by 24 equals, I've already forgotten the number, 1,791 and 67 cents. 1,791 and 67 cents. Whew. There it is, folks.